Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. XRP to new highs. How Ripple's tokenization strategy could fuel growth. Interesting. Okay guys, let's get into it. So, this is one of the things that I've been saying to you guys, and this was during the bear market, because obviously a lot of people at that time was really frustrated with the price. And, you know, the sentiment was very negative, even though obviously I was trying to pull out, you know, positive XRP content. And one of the things I kept saying to people is like, you need to stop just looking at ODL as the main, you know, like savior as, you know, as to XRP's success. Like there's so many use cases out there for XRP and so many things that can make it a great network and valuable token. Is so much more than just ODL and it being utilized as a bridge currency. Now, don't get me wrong, that's obviously its primary use case. That's what, you know, the main thing it's been trying to be pushed for. But, you know, that's not the only thing out there that can make XRP great. And this is one of the other things that I think is absolutely amazing. Not just for XRP, for crypto in general, for a lot of networks, is tokenization. And, you know, if you guys watch not just my XRP content, but my HBAR content, I've been saying for a long time because, you know, HBAR's had quite a lot of tokenization going on already. And I've been saying like tokenization, you know, it is a big deal. And now we're starting to see that as XRP is getting a lot more clarity in terms of where it's going to be. Like it's looking pretty safe to say that XRP is going to be fine as a cryptocurrency. You know, the lawsuit is looking like it's going to end any day now. It looks like that is going to be resolved and dropped. And so, you know, as regulations come through and institutions can start looking to not just, you know, acquire these cryptocurrencies, but utilize them, right? Use them for their utility. XRP is getting a lot more traction now. And this is something that's now being talked about for XRP and it's starting to happen. And like, it's quite fast how quick this has just changed because, you know, literally within a few months, it's like suddenly, okay, everyone's filing for XRP ETFs. Now you're hearing about like tokenization. Banks are all of a sudden saying how there's like this massive demand for XRP and stuff like that. Like everything's changing, right? Everything's changing. And so we're at a point now where, you know, tokenization is something that's starting to come at the forefront a lot for XRP as well as a use case. Tokenization is massive, guys. It is something that is going to be a very big deal. I've said it numerous times, but basically, eventually everything of value will be tokenized, okay? And there actually is examples of stuff that's already been tokenized on the XRP ledger. There was a land registry that was tokenized. I want to say it was in Colombia, if I'm thinking rightly, but I can't remember 100%. You've got treasury bills that are looking to be tokenized on the XRP ledger. You know, property can be tokenized on the XRP ledger. Diamonds, you know, like there's so many different things that can be tokenized. And so, you know, you've got this strategy that's being talked about here in a partnership with like Omni Finance to basically expand XRP's tokenization growth, basically to be used for tokenization. And guys, like, you know, it's quite funny because I said this before, like I did say, like when it comes to tokenization, don't get me wrong, like things have been tokenized on XRP, but I did say like it's a little bit behind because, you know, Ripple's main focus was the ODL / bridge currency aspect of XRP, right? That was what they was going like really aggressive with because I think they thought that was going to be like the most successful use case. And so I don't really think there was as much focus on tokenization at the time. But now, like, it seems like, you know, they're getting into the whole tokenization aspect of this. And it's quite strange because even though they were behind, it's like they're just shooting straight back into the mix. Like, it's literally like now, okay, we've got these plans and suddenly there's a lot of stuff going on tokenization wise with the XRP ledger. And so, yeah, like, I'll be honest, like, I do think this is something that can be huge for XRP. And, you know, like, at the end of the day, XRP is definitely one of the top chains that you would want to tokenize on, right? It's completely, it's in the top 10, first of all, of cryptos. It's got a high amount of liquidity. It's highly liquid. It's fast and efficient and cheap. like all the things that you would want, can scale, all these things that you would want in terms of like tokenization, the XRP ledger can provide. So it's not surprising to see this. It's more the fact that it was like behind and now, because of all the hype that XRP is getting, it's kind of like just jumping back to the forefront again. And it's like everybody's wanting to use XRP all of a sudden. Now, look, I will say this. XRP is not going to be the only network that will be tokenized on, because this is one of the things where, again, you get some of like the hype posters and influencers talking about like all the money on the XRP ledger. Guys, that's not realistic. Like, for example, I can already tell you that Ethereum has been tokenized on, Algorand has been tokenized on, HBAR has been tokenized on. So there's many networks that have already had tokenization on it. So no, XRP ledger is not going to just capture all tokenization value. That's just not realistic. But what people need to understand is that it doesn't need to capture all of tokenization value. It can just get a piece of the pie, and that will be sufficient, right? That will continue to fuel the growth of XRP. That will continue to fuel the longevity of XRP. It's going to continue to fuel the value of XRP. So this is the kind of thing that I'm saying to you guys when, you keep talking about ODL. Cool. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for it. Like, I like ODL. That's definitely one of the reasons why I was attracted to XRP as well. But I've looked at other things and I thought, hey, there's other factors here at play that can bring value to XRP as well. So let's not just be focused on this just one thing. And that's the great thing with XRP. It can do numerous stuff, right? Like, yes, it's got one thing that's its speciality, but hey, it can do other things too. And I think that's a very big positive thing. And it means that it doesn't have to rely on just one use case for its success, right? Which I think is a common sense good thing. Because if that one use case isn't as successful as you would hope it to be, well, then you've got other use cases to fall back on as well that can help still prop it up. Right? It could be, for example, you set out thinking this one use case is going to be the main driver of value, but it turns out a different use case is, and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm still happy because I'm still getting the value that I wanted, but I thought it was going to come from this use case, but it happened to come from a different use case. That's the kind of thing that is good about, having, numerous different use cases for a crypto token. You're not just reliant on the one thing. Right? It gives it more value because there's other people and other industries and other companies who will use it for different things. Right? So look, this is something that is going to be real big in the future. And, look, again, I just want to say, like, this doesn't necessarily mean that, like, they're going to put all of the world's debt on the XRP ledger. Again, that's not really what they're saying here. But what they are talking about is, like, things like tokenizing the stock market, things like tokenizing derivatives and things like that, things like tokenizing property, as I was saying earlier. Like, these kinds of things are the stuff that they could start to look at tokenizing that could lead to value ultimately going into XRP. And again, it's not even just from like, tokenizing the actual assets. It's like the speculation aspect, right? Like, if people start to see these kind of things and, like, let's say you see like banks and stuff doing tokenization on XRP, they'll like look at it and think, wow, like, this XRP is a really good token. It's got like these banks tokenizing on it. They've got these ODL services they can do. They've got AML pools where you can stake and stuff through DeFi. Like, yeah, this sounds like a really good token. I want to invest in it, right? Like, so it's this kind of stuff that adds to the growth and people getting involved and wanting to use it. And it could bring more developers as well, right? To want to, develop on the network too. It all just fuels growth. So, yes, like, I look at this kind of stuff, and this is why, during the bear market, when everybody was worried and everybody was screaming, saying, oh, it's not going anywhere and blah, blah, I was saying to you guys, you need to get some conviction. You need to, if you hold XRP, you need to get some conviction on what you believe. Because if you don't really believe in it, then yeah, like, maybe it's best that you sell because you can't handle these markets. So if you believe in it, like, for me, it was never a thing that I was worried about the price. It was more just frustration, right? Because for me, the reason why the price was so low was due to the SEC lawsuit. So it was never that I was worried. It was that I'm frustrated because this isn't where we should be. we should be way higher than this. And so I never really had a concern, right? I never really had a concern about, where XRP was going to go long term. Like for me, this is the kind of future that I saw happening. But it is still surreal to actually watch it unfold, right? It's like when you're in a bull run. Like I've seen a bull run before, but as I saw this bull run come in, I was like, oh my God, like it was still surreal because you've seen like months to years of low price action. And then you literally see that change within days to a month dramatically. It's just surreal. So I'm still taking it in, but this is what I've been talking about on my, channel for like a year or so now. This is the kind of future that I've been trying to prepare you guys for. And it's coming, guys. And with us having a pro-crypto president, this could be coming a lot sooner than we'd have originally anticipated. Things could happen very fast now. Things could happen very fast. So yes, this is something that's really big. And this is something that, could definitely long-term bring a lot of value and growth to XRP. So definitely something that you guys should be keeping an eye on. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell. Take care.